Hey everybody, welcome to our fifth class in this five-part series that we have been teaching on the Koshas. Sarie and I are so excited to be teaching this one together.
Welcome everybody, thanks for joining.
So today is part 5, and we wanted to give a quick recap of where we've been leading up to now. So whether you've been following along the whole time or you're just jumping in for the first time today, thinking about where we started and where we've come. So a quick refresher, the koshas are the thought to be the energetic sheaths of the body that we all have within us, sort of like layers of an onion, and there's 5 of them. So we began this 5-part series with the first one, which is the physical body, and we explored our relationship with our body, whether it's easy or hard to notice our physical sensations, practicing self-compassion for our physical form. That was day 1.
And then the second class, we did the pranamaya, which is the energetic body. So the vital energy of the body and how you kind of perceive different energies without you. So once you move a little bit deeper from the physical, then it's more, it's deeper within the body. So it's not as obvious. And that's the second layer is the energy. So the energy that you feel can't really be described as something you see. It's more something you feel. So that's the second.
And the third kosha is the manamaya kosha, mental or emotional body. And so we explored what is our internal self-talk like, what is our relationship to our emotions as they move through our body, and we talked about emotions as energy in motion, and explored through our asana practice that day, what is it like for us to feel our emotions instead of just thinking through them.
And then the fourth kosha, we did the Anandamaya, which is the wisdom body. So taking it even deeper in your practice is moving more into intuition. So how things actually feel, but really listening to the intuition of the body. So completely letting go of ego, completely letting go of even the mind and moving into kind of what your body already knows within. So we had a very intuitive, gentle practice tuning into just the subtle movements of the body and how we can interpret those and move in a way that honors and respects the body and the energy within.
It was great. And then today is number 5, the last one, Anandamaya kosha, the bliss body. And so if we're thinking about the koshas, the idea would be that we are able to access our bliss body through the previous 4. So it's sort of like stacking or building. We can't just zoom straight up to accessing our bliss body, as nice as that would be, without being in touch with the other 4 first. And so the bliss body, like the name would imply, is about accessing our higher level of connection with collective consciousness, and specifically through the experience of bliss. It's thought of that we're all born with access to this. It's our inherent right. It's a piece of who we are. It's already within us, and it's something that we are able to access through the other sheaths that we've moved through. So for today, in order to explore what this feels like and looks like, Sarie will take us through an asana practice to start, and then we'll end with a longer guided meditation that will hopefully allow you to experiment or tap into a memory that connotes bliss for you, and then infuse your physical being with that feeling so that you leave this class in touch with your bliss.
Perfect. Yeah. So today we're going to move through a gentle practice so we can really, really hone in on what's moving inside the body, but also opening up the spines, the lateral body, and opening up the front and the back to create more flexibility, to let the energy flow a little freer. And when we do so, then we feel more balanced, we feel more at home, and more at peace. So if you would like to pick an intention today, I have a really simple, straightforward affirmation, which is, I am free. So when you finally get to that place of blissful surrender, then you do feel free, you feel at peace. And it's not that you're ignoring everything else that's going on. You're acknowledging that as well, but you can also find a place, a home, a really safe place where you do feel at home, and one of those safest best practices when we can do that is on our yoga mats. And we take those lessons and we take that blissful energy, the positive energy, and take it out into the world. So we're going to take a moment here just to set an intention. If you want to pick something else, something along the lines of I am free, I have freedom within my body, I have freedom within my heart, something like that. And you can go ahead, just close the eyes and think about how you can move toward that blissful state. One of the best practices in our bliss body is choosing a mantra, meditation, affirmation, something that really helps us to focus on how we want to move towards that place. So just taking a few moments here, allowing your body to ground down, allowing the crown of the head to reach up, and feeling the breath flow freely. Maybe even slightly deepening the inhales and exhales. No specific breath pattern today, just letting it go natural. I'm going to take 2 more breaths here, just in and out. Noticing how when you breathe, your shoulders rise, the sits bones ground, and bringing your hands into heart center, pressing the palms against one another, and take a moment here for your intention, your mantra, however you want to refer to that freedom, that blissful state that we're moving towards. On an inhale, send both hands up. Keep the left hand beside your ears. You drop your right hand down. And then exhale over into a lateral stretch to the right side. Relax the shoulders. Depending on the comfort of your neck, if you want to look up to your left hand, you can. If you don't, you can look down to the right. Just noticing how that subtle stretch can move into a really deep space. One more breath. Inhale, rise back up, bring your right hand to meet your left. And then exhale over left side. Being really present with your body. So noticing if one side needs a little bit more attention, a little bit deeper stretch, then you can take it. If it needs not so much, then allow that space to be a little bit closer towards the body. Knowing where the breath is, knowing how it's moving. Inhale, rise up, bring the palms together. Exhale, hands heart center. So a gentle twist over here to the right on an exhale. Left hand comes over to your right knee. The right hand comes back behind you. And if you want, you can take a bind, either grabbing your foot or just grabbing that inner hip. Looking over your right shoulder, just breathing deeply here. Gentle opening of the spine. Reminding yourself of your intention each time your attention goes somewhere else, coming back. On an exhale, slowly release. Bring your hands back to your heart. Inhale, and then exhale, twist to the opposite side. So moving to the left side, trying to twist from the low part of your body. So from your hip first, and then feel the twist moving up through the spine, and then last into your shoulder, and maybe looking back behind your left shoulder. Again, if you want to take that half bind, you can. Noticing the breath without forcing or changing anything within it. Let's slowly come back to center, bringing both hands into your heart center. Always taking a moment in between to reground, reconnect. If you want to switch the cross of your legs, go ahead and do that. Do one little set of Sufi circles here before moving on to our hands and knees. So pressing back into your sits bones, if you've changed the cross of your legs, bring your hands to your knees. On an inhale, shift the body towards that right knee, and then bring the chest forward, moving to the left, and then exhale, coming back. So you can make these really exaggerated, or you can find some really shallow movements here. Just noticing how that feels in your hips, how it feels in your spine. One more on this side. Good. You can shrug those shoulders up, push the elbows out. Or again, you can stay up really high and just practice pressing your hips down and finding a soft base. A lot of times when we move through our practice, we notice that we're concentrating and we start to furrow the brow. Just soften, relax. Moving from your seat onto your hands and knees, finding your tabletop. So knees are directly beneath your hip bones, wrists are directly beneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and just sway side to side here. So moving again laterally. Start to pull the belly towards the spine. So you're finding a flat back. A lot of times right here we have a tendency to dip the spine. Find a flat back. Reach the crown of the head out in front of you, so you're looking in front of the fingertips or maybe even towards the top of the mat. After you've practiced pressing into those fingertips, moving a little bit, then find a neutral spine again, center, and then on an inhale, drop the belly down, arch the spine, shoulders back, crown of the head up, moving into cow. Hold here as you take a few deep rounds of breath. Just feeling the heart open. Reaching the heart space up. And then on an exhale, tuck the tailbone under, drop the chin towards the chest, and push the spine, the ribs back up. So at any point during your cat-cow, you can sway the hips, you can make circles, or you can continue to move to a traditional cat-cow. So here we go. You'll inhale, arch the spine into your cow. And then exhale, moving into cat. So you can stay right here with this movement. This is the very traditional cat-cow. Or you can add a little intuitive movement, moving side to side, seeing where the body is taking you. If it's not really taking you, if that's a little different than what you're used to, then just stay in the regular flow. This right here is a vinyasa. You're moving with the breath. I'm going to take one more round. Pressing into your feet, pressing into your hands, light knees. Good, and find a flat back once again. We're going to move into Ardha Vashisthasana. So press into your right hand, into your right knee. You can hinge the right toes out to the side. And then lengthen the left side of the body. So the left hip is stacked over your right knee. The left leg is long. Press into that foot and lift from those obliques to the left side of the body. Let's inhale, reach the left arm over your head, and then exhale, circle it around. Just moving. Inhale, exhale. Good, one more. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take a little different variation right here. So drop the left hand, left toes tuck under, and then lift your right leg up and back. So you're in a downward dog split. Good, hold here, reminding yourself that you're strong. Pull the belly in, strong shoulders, strong hands. And then come right back into that Vashisthasana. So drop the right knee again. And then lift the left arm up. Beautiful. Hold here. Another deep breath. Same thing again. So tuck the left toes under, extend the right leg up and back. Hold. Nice, and then drop that right knee again. This one will move with one breath. So inhale, extend that left arm up. Exhale. Drop your left hand, toes tuck under. Inhale, extend the right leg up and back. And then placing the right foot in between your hands for Anandamaya, low lunge, back knee drops. Inhale, lift both arms up. So the palms can touch here, or you can let them be parallel to the shoulders. Just lifting your heart, lifting your gaze upward. Pull that belly in, tilt the tailbone down, really pressing into both feet. One more breath. Lower both hands. Send your right knee back to meet your left knee. So you're in a modified high plank here. Shoulders back, and then exhale, lower all the way down to the ground, keeping the shoulders back, hug the elbows in, thighs pressed down. Inhale, lift up cobra. Engage the buttocks. And then slowly exhale back to downward facing dog, taking 3 breaths here. You can add a lot of movement into the back of the legs. You can pedal the feet, shake the head. Send the tailbone up far away, pull the belly in. So you can find that movement, the little wiggles, the swaying, or you can find stillness. And moving into Ardha Vashisthasana on the opposite side. So coming back to lower the left knee, hinge the toes out to the side, and then extend the right arm up. Holding here as you lift from the right side body. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Drawing those big arm circles, just adding movement. Inhale, and exhale as you lower down. Beautiful, one more. After that last one, reach, extend up, keep lifting from that right side body. And then lower the right hand, tuck those toes under, and send the left leg up and back. Downward dog split. Keep the left toes alive, whether they're pointing, flexing, or a combination. We call it float. Just keep them alive, extending that energy upward. And moving right back. So this time taking 2 breaths. Ardha Vashisthasana. Engage the body, pull the belly in. Maybe look up towards your right hand. Again, the fingertips are alive. Energy up. And then drop that hand. Extend the left leg up and back. We'll have one more full breath here. And then moving back. Ardha Vashisthasana. 1 full breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Lower right hand. Exhale, extend that left leg up and back. And then step that foot forward. Anandamaya, low crescent lunge. Drop the back knee. And then inhale, lift up. So your back toes can be tucked under, or you can let the foot be flat. Try to think about pulling both feet towards each other so that right quadricep is engaged. It's working. And then energy out through the fingers. Soften the gaze, maybe find a smile. And drop both hands, exhale, inhale, moving into Ardha Dandasana. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up, shoulders back, elbows in. And then exhale, back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2. Shake the head, let it go. 3. Looking towards your hands, walk or step forward. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. So flat back, pull the belly in, heart forward. And then exhale, full Uttanasana. Drop the crown of the head down. Let the heels be light. There's still weight in the heels, but it's mainly in the ball of the foot. The crown of the head is down. Your gaze is back in between your knees, your shins, or your feet. One more breath. Then inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Once you find your standing position, reach your arms all the way up, palms touch. Then exhale into your heart center, feeling the thumbs connect to your heart center, reminding yourself here of your mantra, your intention. I am free. I am home. Good. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, Ardha. Exhale, step all the way back into a high plank, or you can lower the knees, holding for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up into cobra or upward facing dog. The back of the body is strong, pressing down, shoulders are back, heart is lifted. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, extend that right leg up and back behind you. Place it in between your hands, warrior 2. So the back foot rotates out 45 degrees. And cartwheel the arms up, shoulders down. Fingers are spread, gaze is over that right middle finger. Really pressing into both feet. Feeling the liveliness of the body. Any tingles, any strength, just feeling, seeing it all. Flip that right hand palm, and then exhale for peaceful warrior. Reverse warrior. Good, looking up. And cartwheel the arms down, moving into a high lunge twist. The left hand comes down, the back heel lifts up, and right hand extends up as you hug that right knee in towards the torso. I'm gonna drop the right hand. We're gonna move into a standing split. So really press into your right foot and then kick the left leg up and back. It doesn't matter how high your leg goes. It matters that both legs are working evenly. So you're really extending that left leg up and back. Good, beautiful. One more breath. And now bringing that left knee to the outside of your right foot as you sit down behind. Nice. And then inhale, lengthen, pull that knee in, and then exhale, twist to the right side. So right hand comes behind you. Keep hugging that knee in, shoulders down, squeeze the belly in as you twist. One more breath. Come back through the center and drop those hands over to your left side. Nice counter twist. Good, come back to the center. You're gonna press into that right foot again. As you lift up, quick standing split. We're not gonna stay there long. And then lower that foot to the back of the mat. So as you lower, we're gonna move into Skandasana. So then move into bending that left leg. Right leg is straight. There, nice. And then again into Skandasana with the right leg bent. So rise up, inhale, and then exhale, Skandasana. You can keep your hands on the ground. You can bring them to your heart center. Whatever feels right. You can go really low. You can stay high. Just listening to that body. Good. Now coming to the back of the mat. So moving back, finding a runner's lunge. So both hips point towards the back of the mat, runner's lunge. And then step your right foot to meet your left. Inhale for half lift, Ardha. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, either roll through the spine or flat back, lift. Exhale, hands heart center. Nice. Tailbone down, belly in, shoulders relaxed. Soft face. I am free. I am home. I am moving towards bliss. Notice your breath. On an inhale, extend both arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, belly in, Ardha. Exhale, step back into your high plank. Holding again here for 3 breaths. 2 and 1. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up either cobra or upward facing dog, shoulders back, elbows in. And then exhale, downward facing. Inhale, extend left leg up and back behind you. Place it in between your hands, warrior 2. Back foot rotates out, 45 degrees. Cartwheel the arms up. Right here, feeling strong. Feeling capable. Keep opening that left knee out so it stays stacked over the toes. Watch your back knee, make sure it's in line with those toes out at 45 degrees. Flip the palm on an inhale, and then exhale, peaceful reverse warrior. If you want to try that bind, you can grab a hold with your right hand on that left thigh. Nice. Cartwheel the arms all the way down. So right hand comes down, high lunge, twist to the left. Squeeze that left knee towards the belly. Extend the left arm all the way up. I'm going to drop the left hand and then kick the right leg up and back. Standing split. Try any variation you want. If you want to play around with lifting one hand, you can. Just keep lifting that right leg so both legs are working all the way through those toes. One more breath. And then the right knee comes to the outside of the left foot and sit down behind for a twist. Inhale, lift up, hug the left knee, and then exhale, twist left side. Remembering to twist from the hips first, then through the spine, and keep pulling the belly in as you lift the crown of the head up. Nice, come back through the center. Drop both hands over to the right side, little counter twist. And returning back to center, press into that left foot. Press in, lift up into your standing split again, but just a brief one. And then step that foot far back as you move into Skandasana with the right knee bent. Like I said earlier, pops are good. The left leg is straight, right knee's bent. There are lots of different variations. Right here, you can pick any one that works for you. And then lift up, inhale. Exhale, Skandasana. Coming back to that right knee for runner's lunge, looking towards the front of your mat. Drop your hands, and then exhale back, downward facing dog. You can stay here whenever you're ready. Drop the knees, sink back to Balasana, child's pose. If you still feel pretty strong, just take 3 breaths in your downward dog, and then we'll all move into child's pose, Balasana. Taking a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with that mantra. That intention of moving towards a blissful state, connecting to that inner peace, connecting to that freedom, breaking free from all the drama that you hold that doesn't benefit you. Just letting it go. On an inhale, slowly rise up into the hands and knees, lower all the way down onto the belly. Move through a little cobra here. So the shoulders come back, elbows down, hugging the ribs. Press your feet and your thighs down. Engage the buttocks. And then inhale, lift up. Only as high as your back allows. So if you feel compression in that low spine, then come a little lower. Opening your heart to yourself. Good. Exhale, lower all the way down. And just rest your head on the back of your hands. And now rising up again for Sphinx. So elbows come underneath your shoulders. Palms are down. Same strong legs. Pull the belly towards the spine. Inhale, looking forward. Soft face. One more breath. Nice. And then exhale, lower all the way down. If you want, you can kind of move your hips side to side here, or just finding a neutral place after a nice heart opener. Very slowly, whenever you're ready, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Rise up into your hands and knees. And then swing your legs out in front of you. We're going to lower all the way down onto your back. So moving with a little bit of care, a little bit of gentleness. Coming all the way down. And then as soon as you lower down, go ahead and hug both knees in towards the belly. Uttanasana. This is a nice one for when your back hurts, or if you've eaten a little bit too much, this definitely helps. But it also helps to feel a nice hug, reminding yourself of the warmth and comfort of your own touch hands. Letting that left knee go, bring the outside of the right ankle over your left thigh, reclining pigeon. Flex your right foot. You can either relax your hands beside you, or if you want to interlace them into that left thigh, you can. Imagine that the right knee is pressing away from the body as you pull the left knee closer to you. You can stay here breathing into the intensity of that hip opener, or you can rock a little side to side. Again, softening the face, finding a little bit of peaceful sensation on the brow. Maybe even smiling a little bit. As you release any unwanted tension within that right hip. Hip openers are a great time to let go. Two more breaths. Let that leg go as you hug both knees in again towards the belly. Let the right knee go away a little bit, and the outside of the left ankle will come over your right thigh. Avoid any part of pressing on that right knee joint. You want it to be on your thigh. As you think about the left knee moving away from the body as the right knee moves toward the body. If you haven't already, you can close the eyes I'm just preparing to tune inward even more. A lot of times at the beginning of our practice, it's all about trying to get into the body, to connect to the body. And then as we do that, we start to find ourselves really caught up in the mind. And then towards the end of our practice, we can finally allow ourselves to move into a gentle, calm state. Perfect as we prepare for Shavasana. So last time here, just letting that foot go, hug both knees in. You can either stay here or you can move into Anandamaya, happy baby, by spreading the knees wide, grabbing onto the outside of the feet and rocking side to side. If that's not accessible for you, then just grab underneath the knees, pull the knees towards the armpits, adding a little bit of rock. And from here, moving into Shavasana. So whatever that may look like, if you want some props underneath your knees, you can do that. If you would like to just lie flat on the ground, you can do that as well. Palms down beside you, facing upwards. So reminding yourself to be receptive, open. The eyes are closed. The brow is unfurrowed. If that's too vulnerable, then you can rest your hands on your belly. And just staying here with yourself.
Feeling the rise and fall of your breath. And allowing any remaining tension in the face, any final little wiggles or little movements your body's calling for before you surrender completely into the earth below you. Allowing those things to be and move through. And then shifting away from any remaining control over the breath. Trusting your body now to breathe itself. That's what it does. It's what it was meant to do. No more need to force or to focus. And just complete surrender into the earth below you. For our meditation, we'll call to mind the image of a tea bag steeping into a mug of tea. This concept for meditation comes out of the translation of the Vijnana Bhairava Radiant Sutras by Lauren Roche. And the word in Sanskrit is bhavana, meaning steeping, saturating, infusion, feeling of devotion, just feeling steeped with a certain emotion or sensation. Today, our goal will be to infuse or steep ourselves with the quality of bliss. Think of a quality you would love to be permeated by and soak it in. First, call to mind a memory associated with pure bliss. It could be from when you were a child, a teenager, or even yesterday or this morning. It doesn't have to be something flashy, big, meaningful memory. It could be simple or small. And whatever the first thing is that comes to your mind or to your consciousness, follow that, trust that. A memory of bliss. Notice what is around you in this memory. What can you see? Notice what sounds you hear in this memory. What sensations are present? Is there wind on your skin? Is there sunlight? Is there a cozy texture? Is there the touch of a familiar person? And what is the quality inside of you? With every breath, calling this quality back into the present moment. What would I love to be filled with? What kind of energy? What quality of being? Allow your breath here to take you back to this memory, this experience of bliss. And notice that this memory is actually still inside of you. The bliss we feel as we remember this, as we breathe into it, is the same bliss we felt at the time of the memory. No difference. How liberating it could be to remember that. This infusion of bliss, this steeping in our bliss like a tea bag, is always accessible. It is always available to us simply through tuning into this memory, the sensations around, breathing in quiet, creating that infusion in our body. Wherever, whenever you feel carried away, rejoicing in every breath, there is your meditation hall. Cherish these times of absorption, rocking the baby in the silence of the night, pouring water into a crystal glass, tending the logs in a crackling fire, sharing a meal with a circle of friends. Embrace these pleasures and know this is my true body. Nowhere is more holy than this. Right here is the sacred pilgrimage. Live in alertness for such a moment, my beloved, as if it were your one meeting with Creator. Allow yourself to steep in your feeling of bliss, of bhavana, as long as you like. And knowing too that even if you choose to move away, now or soon, it's always right there. It's literally as accessible as taking a breath into those sensations. It's right there in your heart. If you like, you can stay in Shavasana in this state as long as you need. Thank you for practicing with us both here today. Have a great day.
Thank you.